Hi everyone, and you're very welcome as usual to our Los Angeles English School YouTube channel. My name's Helen, and today we're going to talk about future. And specifically, we will take a look at different ways we can talk about the future, because there is not one way to do so. In my previous lessons, I told you different things about will and gonna. If you didn't watch those videos, you can watch them. And if you don't know how to use will and gonna, so gonna means be going to. So today we're going to look at will and going to again. So we will recycle them. And we will take a look at some other options that you can use to talk about the future. And if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon if you'd like to get notified of all our upcoming lessons. All right, so as I promised, we are going to talk about different ways to describe future. And the first way to describe future is to use will. But there are different things that you need to bear in mind, because will has different things or different details that you need to think of. And my computer stopped working. It will take just 1 second. I'll switch it on. Okay, sorry for this guys. Yeah, so, and we need to think about will. Let's start right now. All right, so we use will in different cases. And the first case is when you're talking about decisions made at the moment of speaking. So you need to think about it as you were talking to somebody. Let's imagine you're talking to your friend, and your friend reminds you, did you call your dad? And you say, oh no, I forgot. I forgot. And now at the moment of speaking, you decide to call your dad. So make a sentence. You can type it in the chat box. So what will you say? So you decide at the moment of speaking to call your dad. So what sentence can you make? So I can see your comments, guys. Hi, everybody. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Victoria. Nice to see you here. And we have some people, Sheikh, I hope that I'm pronouncing it correctly, and Amina from Morocco. Hi, guys. Yeah, and I have the correct answer. I'll call my dad. Yes, exactly. This is what you will say. Oh no, I forgot. I'll call him now. Yeah, so this is a decision made just at the moment of speaking. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I'll call him now. So, and I will, you can contract it as I'll call him now. Also, him sounds like him. I'll call him now. So you use future will because this was the decision which was not pre-planned, and you decided to do it at the moment of speaking. This is our first case. The next case when you also will be using will is we can use will to talk about predictions. So we can predict the future. There is little difference. So when we predict the future, we can use will, but also we can use the construction to be going to, which is normally contracted into gonna. But there is a little difference. So you will use will for future predictions when there is usually no evidence, or it's more like a dream. So, for example, I'm thinking about going somewhere, and it's very far future. So the main difference is, for example, when you have the future which will happen soon and you have this plan, or you see some evidence of something to happen, you will use be going to. But if you are just dreaming or thinking about something and maybe you make a prediction, but there is no evidence that this will happen, you will use will. So let's imagine that you are dreaming of going to Paris sometime. So make a sentence, make this prediction. So it's your dream. And you can type it in your chat box as well. So you can say, I'll go to Paris sometime. I'll go to Paris sometime. So make sure that it's not sometimes, which we use in present simple. It's sometime. It means sometime in the future. So we'll go to Paris sometime. It's not your plan, it's just a dream, or you think about it in the far future. So I will go to Paris maybe. Yes, it's a nice sentence entry and it's possible. Okay, so we also use future. We use will, future simple. Also, when we make offers, when we promise to do something, or we make a request. So offer, maybe you offer your help, you want to help somebody, or you promise something, or you request. So request, it means you ask for something. And let's try to practice. So we have some comments, but it's not worth it. Paris is so dirty, a lot of debris and rats there. Andrew, okay, so you have been to Paris. Yeah, I've never been to Paris, and I'm not sure if it's a good place or it's a bad place to visit. But maybe some people are from Paris, so I think it's not a good idea to say bad words about Paris. I think all places have their advantages and disadvantages. All right, so let's practice will, okay? Let's go back to this. So let's imagine you have a sentence. I'm trying to concentrate. I'm trying to concentrate. And let's imagine that there is some music which is playing loudly, and you want to ask somebody to turn it down, to turn the music down. So make a request using will. So try to make it. You actually can make it as a question. So you can ask a question with will. Yeah, will you turn it off? That's great. Or you can say, will you turn it off? Or will you turn it down? For example, will you turn it down? So you are making a request. So you want a person to turn the music down. So I'm trying to concentrate. Will you turn it down? Will you turn it down? So this is a request. All right, so what else can we make? We can make a promise. For example, you're talking to your friend and something maybe has happened, and you want to promise that you will keep a secret. So you are not going to tell anybody what happened. So let's make a question with sentence, with will. And I will just make something with my microphone. Sorry for this. Okay, so you can say, for example, don't worry, I won't tell anybody. I won't tell anybody what happened. So it's a promise. I won't tell anybody what happened. So we have a question also here. Victoria writes, will you keep a secret? Yeah, it's a request. Yeah, but now we have a promise, so I won't tell anybody. All right, the next one. Let's imagine you meet a friend of yours, and the friend looks tired. So, and you make an offer. So if your friend looks tired, maybe your friend needs to cook something, and you promise to help your friend with her or his cooking. So make a sentence. So you can say, I'll help you with your cooking. So it's kind of promise and also an offer. You're offering your help. So I will help you with your cooking, or I'll help you with your cooking. And I will wait till you will be able to cook yourself. So I'm not sure that this is really helpful, Andrew, but yeah, the sentence is grammatically correct. All right, so let's go to one more case when we can use will. And this is for actions that we cannot control. So something that will happen naturally, and we are not able to do anything with this. So if you're talking about your age, for example, you have a birthday. So I have a question. How old will you be on your next birthday? Can you type your answers in the chat box? So how old will you be on your next birthday? It seems like no one wants to speak about it. Oh, I have here. I will be 36. Okay. I will be 23. Yeah, so exactly. And here how you use future. Thank you guys for your answers. So I'll be... Really, it's very difficult for me to remember how old I am. I don't know why. I even don't remember how old I will be, or 32 or 33. Really, I don't remember exactly, so I will go for 32. So I'll be 32 on my next birthday. So this is how you use future, because I cannot control my age. I don't say I'm going to be 32, I'll be 32. So now for me it's 13 minutes past 12, so it's 12:13. So maybe we are from different places, and can you please write down what time will it be for you in 5 minutes? So what time will it be in 5 minutes for you? It'll be 12:19 for me, yeah, Victoria, because we come from the same country. So it'll be, for example, 12:30 in 10 minutes. So I cannot control this action. That's why I will say it'll be 12:30. So these are all cases when we can use will. So these are the most common ones. So again, we use will, the first case, when we are talking about some actions that we decide to do just at the moment of speaking. So it was not a pre-planned activity. The next case, we use will when we promise or we offer or we request something. In the next case, we use will when we predict something that is going to happen, but we don't see any evidence, or maybe it's more like a dream for the far future. And we use will for actions that we cannot control. I'll be 32, or it'll be 12:30 in 10 minutes. Okay, so that's it with will. The next construction that, so we have here, cause I'm on the opposite bank of the neighbor. Okay. So the next case, not next case, the next grammatical construction that we are going to look at is be going to. So here we have it. So be going to, I am going to do something, or I'm gonna do something. Probably you remember, so if we decided to do something, not at the moment of speaking, but we kind of pre-planned this activity. We decided to do something already. It's a decision that's made earlier, before, and we have a plan. So let's imagine that you bought jeans. So you went to a store and to a mall and you bought jeans for you. But you tried them on, maybe you looked at yourself, you tried to walk in those jeans, and you found out that these jeans really don't fit you very well. So something is wrong. And then your friends, and you decide, okay, I'll go and I'll change them. And then your friends visits you and says, oh, these jeans are too big for you. And you have already decided that you will return the jeans. So you say, oh, really? I know. And what will you say to your friend? Using going to, of course. So you would say, I know, I'm gonna return them to the store. So I know, I'm gonna return them to the store. So so you would say I'm gonna, which means I am going to, and this is the contraction. I'm gonna return them to the store. So you will use going to, be going to, because you have already decided to return the jeans. It was not made at the moment of speaking. So this is a little difference. However, really, sometimes it's difficult to tell whether you will be using going to or will. Sometimes it kind of works interchangeably, but this is like the key for you to see this subtle difference. So gonna we use with intentions or some pre-planned activities, decisions made before the moment of speaking and not at the moment of speaking. Okay, so we can use to be going to in some other cases. So we can use will to make predictions, when we are speaking about our dreams or something that probably will happen in the far future. But you should use to be going to when you want to say that something is gonna happen if the current situation makes it clear. So maybe you see some evidence. For example, very typical and very common example, you look at the sky, you can see it's very cloudy, and you say it's gonna rain. So you see something and you make a prediction. Or you also can use be going to if something is going to happen soon, for kind of very close future. So will, something that probably will happen not very soon, you predict this future, and going to, it's kind of sooner future. So let's practice a little bit, and I have a situation. So let's imagine we are driving somewhere, and we can see that our gas tank is almost empty. So, but the gas station, the nearest gas station is very far away. So, and we will drive, we have to drive a long way, but we see that our gas tank is empty. So let's make a prediction. What is going to happen? So let's make a sentence with this. So you can say something as, so first you try. So the gas, yeah, make sure that the gas is gonna run out. Yeah, or we're gonna run out of gas. Exactly, but make sure, guys, that you use be verb. So you cannot say just gonna without be verb. So if gas, then gas is gonna, and we are gonna. So you would say were, we are, sounds like we're gonna run out of gas, or gas is gonna run out. All right, so this is it. Again, we used to be going to when we make some predictions which are visible or very likely to happen because we can see some evidence, or for some very soon actions in the future. And we also use to be going to when we have decided to do something before the moment of speaking it, and it's kind of pre-planned future. All right, so these are two common, not constructions, one tense in a construction that you can use for future, but that's not all. You also can use present continuous for the future. So normally we use present continuous for actions that we are doing right now. So for example, right now I am talking to you and I am live streaming this lesson for you. It's something that is happening at the moment. But we also can use present continuous to talk about the future as well. So, and here I have a rule for you. So we use present continuous for the future when we've already decided and arranged to do something. So we have talked before that about the things that we can use for plans, we can use to be going to, yeah? That I'm gonna go shopping today. So I have arranged, I have planned this. But we also can use present continuous and for the same situation. So you can say, for example, I'm gonna meet my friend tomorrow, or I am meeting my friend tomorrow. And both things work. Just a moment. Yeah, but usually when we have something which is arranged already, some organized and arranged activities, maybe you've bought some plane tickets, and you want to show that actually not many things can be changed, like it's very fixed. So you would use present continuous and it would be more natural. So for example, what can we pre-plan and what can be fixed. So let's imagine that your friend has decided to get married next month, and everything is planned and organized and arranged. So how will you say this in present continuous? Maybe it's she, maybe it's he. So you would say she's getting married next month. So she's getting married next month. You use present continuous for fixed arrangement. So she's marrying next month. Yeah, you would say she's marrying somebody, usually. So if you use the verb marry, usually it goes with an object, so some person, okay? But if it's without a person, you would say she's getting married. All right, so the next, let's imagine that you want to ask your friend about his or her plans for Saturday, let's say Sunday evening. So today is Sunday. And you want to ask somebody, and you want to make sure that if your friend doesn't have or maybe has any fixed arrangements for Sunday evening. So how will you make a question using present continuous? So you would say something as what? So this is number one. Number two. So what are you doing? What are you doing on Sunday evening? So what are you doing on Sunday evening? So you are asking about the plan, and you emphasize here that it's fixed. So we have here, are you doing anything on Sunday? Yeah, it's great. What are you doing this Sunday evening? Are you still in the game? All right, yeah, great, guys. You also can ask, what are you gonna do on Sunday evening? It's also okay. But this has a slightly different meaning, yeah? So it's about some fixed arrangements. Do you have any fixed arranged meetings or something like this? Okay. So this is when we use present continuous. So again, we can use present continuous for the future if you have a fixed arrangement. Usually it's a meeting, so you have some organized activities with other people. You also can use present simple when you talk about the future. Let's take a look for in what cases. So when, for example, you have something in your timetable or schedule. So we will use present simple for timetables or schedules, programs and concerts and lessons, also about trains and planes and buses. So everything that goes according to the schedule. For example, you want to know when the film will begin, and it's on the schedule usually. So how will you make this question in present simple? you will ask, what time does the film start? What time does the film start? So you can use present simple even if you're asking about the future, because the film is usually on the schedule. So it usually happens according to the timetable. It's like a program. Okay, or for example, you have a train and it will leave at 10 o'clock. So your train will leave at 10 a.m. tomorrow. How can you make a sentence? So you would say, my train leaves at 10 a.m. My train leaves at 10 a.m. Yeah, you're speaking about the future, but this is the schedule. What time does the train leave tomorrow? Yes, exactly. Or my train leaves at 10 a.m. Okay, guys, so great. So this is the most common case when we use present simple for future. Also, there is one little detail. You can use present simple even when you talk about your plans. Just say, I need to get sidetracked a little bit. So we were talking about the present continuous, that when you have a fixed arrangement, you are using present continuous. For example, I'm meeting my boss at 11 a.m. tomorrow. This is a fixed arrangement. You can use present simple to talk about some arrangements between people if these arrangements are kind of like your schedule. So they are in your timetable and they are very fixed. So these plans are like the schedule for you, and the schedule is fixed. For example, you can say, I start my job on Monday. So let's imagine you applied for a new position and you got hired, and you say, I start my job on Monday. You're talking about the future, but here you are using present simple because this arrangement is now on your schedule. Or for example, you want to ask when the person finishes work tomorrow. How will you make a question using present simple? So you will say, what time do you finish work tomorrow? So what time do you finish work tomorrow? You use present simple, but you actually are asking about the future. So again, you can use present simple when you speak about the future, arrangements or organized activities, but they are like the schedule for somebody. It's very fixed. Okay, so actually that's it. But now we will practice a little bit more, and I want you to remember these rules. Let's practice a little bit, and I have prepared some exercises for you. All right, so now you can see the sentences with the gaps. Let's open the brackets and use these verbs in the correct tense, of course, based on the material that we've just discussed. So you can go for it and type your answers in the chat box. All right, so what time the conference start? Because this is a program, so it's the conference, it's something that is according to the schedule. Yeah, and I can see your answers exactly. So what time does the conference start? What time does the conference start? So we use present simple because it's the program. Number 2, there is a hole in the bottom of the boat, blah, 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 sink. I can see your answers. Thank you, guys. Yeah, it's correct. So because we look at the boat and we have this evidence, so we look at something and we make a prediction. Because of that, we will be using here be going to. So it's gonna sink. So this is the most appropriate way to say here in this situation the sentence. So it's gonna sink. All right, let's move on to the next sentences. So the next one, I leave tomorrow. I have my plane tickets here. So I have my plane tickets here. Everything is organized. So how will you say it? So because everything is organized and I have my plane tickets here, you would use present continuous here. I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm leaving tomorrow. I have my plane ticket here. All right, and the number 4, it's a bit too cold. Oh, okay, close the window. So here you are offering your help. So it's an offer. Exactly. Yeah, sure. You will say, oh, close the window, because it's an offer. And for offers, you will use will. Great. And some more sentences. So let's imagine that we have a woman, yeah, and the woman is thinking about the future, that maybe sometime I a baby. In the next sentence, she's pregnant. We see the evidence, and based on what we see, we're making a prediction. She a baby soon. So which tenses will you use in these sentences? Just type your answers in the chat box. Yeah, so in the first, sometime all have a baby, it's kind of a dream for the far future, and we will use will. And she's pregnant, she's gonna have a baby. She's going to have a baby, or she's gonna have a baby. We look at her and we understand that it's going to happen soon. All right, guys, so I hope that these examples and this exercise helped you to understand the differences between will, be going to, present continuous, and present simple to be used while talking about the future. And of course, I want you to practice a little bit more. You can write down your own examples with all these tenses, and construction to be going to and make your own example sentences. Also, again, if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, of course, in case you'd like to get notified of all our upcoming lessons. Also, you can visit our website, losangeles.englishschool.com, and find out more about our courses. And you can study English online from any point of the world with us on Skype. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us on our website, or you can write your questions in the comments below the videos, and you also can email us. You can see all the necessary information here on this YouTube channel, and also in the descriptions below all the videos. Thank you very much, guys, for being with me today, and I hope to see you in my next lesson. Have a great one, guys. Bye!